All right, one of the biggest questions I'm getting right now is with this big increase that these fast track programs in the Caribbean are going to have to, required to raise the limit up to 200,000 US dollars to qualify for this new donation option. Otherwise, the EU is probably going to strip away their visa-free countries to the Schengen countries, which will knock back the number of countries they can go to probably close to 30. They'll be subtracted off the number of visa-free and visa-free arrival countries and territories they can go to. And I don't see any of the fast track programs in the Caribbean not fulfilling that requirement. It's just it's too many visa-free countries to lose. And like I said before, 4 out of the 5 have already signed on to it. St. Lucia is the only one that has not signed on. All right, so what's going to happen after this occurs? I'm going to tell you what, in my opinion, are the best options moving forwards. First of all, I would look at the fast track programs. They're the quickest programs to get, and then pick the ones that have the best tax laws and the most visa-free travel. And if you narrow those down, there's only 2 of those fast track programs that have a lot of good visa-free travel, and that is St. Kitts and Nevis and Antigua and Barbuda. Now, if you really want to cut back on the government fees, the best way on those 2 options would be the real estate option. Now, the government fee is higher in Antigua than St. Kitts, but Antigua's real estate option limit is lower. It's 200,000, whereas in St. Kitts it's 400,000. But for 200,000 in Antigua, you're going to get almost nothing there. And in fact, it's almost all of it are the properties they have are what's called fractional units that are very, very difficult when you resell them. Okay, there is one development that I know of that's over there now, where I think it's 250,000 for the limit. The problem is, in fact, I had a client because he's just gotten the Antigua. He applied for the Antigua passport, and he looked into it. We checked into the real estate option for this development. The only thing is it's like a box, and you're looking at, there was no kitchen. Folks, almost all of our clients have net worths of at least $5 million. Okay, if you've got at least $5 million, get a nice place for your family. At least where you got some room. I mean, I see people try to skimp on this stuff, and then they get pissed off with their wife because the wife has been trying to maybe get a nice place near the beach or something, and then finally the husband gets something, and it's a Cracker Jack box, and plus the cost per square foot in Antigua is higher than St. Kitts. I've done checking on it. Now, obviously, 400,000 is more than 200,000, and the minimum in St. Kitts is $400,000. So it just depends on what you what you're looking for, but it will cost you less as far as the outcome on the real estate option in Antigua, because this one development is at 250,000. There's another one that's pretty close to that figure, but the problem is they don't answer the phone, they don't return emails. They're that bad before they start the development, folks. You don't want to get in that. That's a headache, and they haven't even started the development yet anyway. And that's on the other one, the other development. But my thing is, if you're looking to pay the least amount in government fees, the real estate option in St. Kitts and Antigua are the best deals that you're going to get out there. And they also are going to have more visa-free travel, and they're not going to have an income tax. The other one, I'm talking about income tax locally. The other fast-track programs will have a local income tax. And I think what you'll find out is you're going to want that. You'll want a situation where there is no income tax. And if you go with a program that does have a local income tax, and then you switch over to St. Kitts and Antigua, one of those 2, you're going to have a lot of doubling over of countries, and you basically would have wasted all that money that you put in that other fast track program that was other than St. Kitts or Antigua. So that's what I would pick. Now, St. Kitts, you're looking at the government fees only. You're looking at $25,000 right now. They're probably going to raise that up. So if you're looking to do it right now, it's like people waited and waited and waited. Now all the fast track programs are probably going to go up, including St. Lucia, to at least I would say 210,000 with commissions and stuff has to be paid out. Okay. And if you wait around for this, you're looking at that 25,000 could triple to 75,000. Okay. So if you're looking to get a second passport, I would stick with the real estate option. Your government fees are going to be a lot less. And you're looking at 25,000 for St. Kitts. Antigua's thousands of dollars more for the government fee. But then again, if you choose an option for the real estate option that's less, and you don't get a fractional unit, fractional units are very difficult, like I say, to resell. And you can go with a small unit, but these are very small units. You're looking at a Cracker Jacks box. They're very, very small. So if you're satisfied with that, then you could go with 200,000. But I mean, look at this. You're buying a property for 200,000. All of it's going in there at 200,000. Actually, it's 250,000. Now, whether they will come off that, I don't know. It depends on, if they're having trouble selling at the time that, you make that offer. But anyway, you have to look at all the figures, and then also look at the cost per square foot, because, you're getting a smaller unit, but then, what's the quality of the material like? What is the, are you going to be really satisfied with a unit that small? That's another thing you need to look at. One thing I do want to mention to you, and I've mentioned this on other videos before, we do have a developer right now that they're actually paying for you for a trip to St. Kitts for you and your family up to a month. Now, when I say the trip, they're paying for the hotel. They're not going to pay for your food staying there at the place, and they're also not going to pay for your your flight coming down. Only your hotel room, but they will actually pay for it up to a month. I would have to talk to you. There are stipulations on that. You would need to get with me, and I can explain to you how that works. We've got a developer who is going to, if you purchase a condo from them, this is in St. Kitts, they will, as soon as you close, they will give you the rent money. They've got a stipulated amount of rent money. Whether they rent the unit out or not, they'll pay that up to you up front, which would have been over a 7-year period of rent money. Okay. You get that up front, no conditions. You can do whatever you want to with the money. They're obligated then to rent the place out. Okay. If they don't rent it out, if they got space in between time, that doesn't come out of your pocket, comes out of theirs. There's no maintenance fees during that period. And remember, you got to hold these properties for 7 years in St. Kitts. If you try to sell it beforehand, where it does sell, you can lose your passport, okay, and citizenship. Okay, so you want to keep it for 7 years, but they will pay you up front for that 7 years in rent. Okay, and then you can do whatever you want to with it. No maintenance fees during that 7-year period, and then you can turn around and resell it after that time period, or you can and you can also put it in a bonus pool. Okay, you don't have to do a lease back with this company. You can just throw it in the pool option if you want to do that. We can give you figures and go through that with you on the differences. But the great thing about this is you don't have to mess with it. They handle everything. If the furniture needs replacing, they pay for that if you get in the lease back option. So they pick up everything. The only thing you have to pay for is the property tax if you get in that lease back option. If you want to know more on this, folks, but again, this is, if you're concerned about this new increase in the donation option, I would be looking at this real inexpensive $25,000 government fee on the real estate option, and you're going to pay, or Antigua with the it's $250,000 for a property that they've got over there now. It's a very small unit though, and you're looking at the minimum is $200,000, but you're not going to find anything over there for $200,000 except fractional units in Antigua, and I would not advise you to go in those. But that is another option. But this is the type of thing I would be looking for with this new increase in the donation option in all these fast track program countries. If you want to know more on this, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help. And I would like to hear from you. If you got a question or comment, put it below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen right here. You'll get new videos automatically as they come out. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.